Greetings viewers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we've got another tool video, this time an update on Koken tools. Those of you that have been subscribed to the channel for a while now and followed along, you know that a little over a year ago I discovered Koken and imported some of their tools from Japan and have been using them over the last year and 2 months or so. And thoroughly have enjoyed them, haven't had any complaints, any issues with them, none have broken. Really great, really impressed with the quality, really impressed with the selection they have. They have a lot of tools that are actually better and more useful than some of the big brands like Snap-on, Mac, Matco, etc. But the great thing about Koken is that they are a fraction of the cost of the tool truck tools. So, as I discovered later on, Koken actually has an offshoot here in the USA, Koken USA, so we can buy them here domestically. We don't have to worry with Amazon Japan and buying them internationally and shipping them in ourselves. But what we're here to talk about today is the Z-Series ratchets. If you recall from the first video, the first thing I bought from Koken along with the big haul was the ratchet in 3/8 and 1/4 inch. This is the 3725Z, their standard handle length 3/8 inch ratchet. One big thing that a lot of people commented on was the fact that it's only a 36 tooth mechanism, and the fact that, you know, most of the big tool companies, Snap-on, Mac, Matco, etc., basically moved away from 36 tooth mechanisms in the late 80s, early 90s, and now have gone to 72 tooth, 80 tooth, 88 teeth, 90 tooth, 120 tooth, and so on. It seems that everyone pushes more teeth, more better. So for the longest time, people had that stigma with Koken and the fact that they were 36 tooth mechanisms. Well, the thing with Koken is you've got to try it to appreciate it. The 36 tooth mechanism in these ratchets was nothing like, say, an old Craftsman 36 tooth, a Snap-on, etc. The head was more compact, they were stronger, were able to hold more force, and the back drag was the key selling feature for me. The fact that they're so low back drag. And when I talk about back drag, what I'm talking about is the resistance of the drive to turn when force is applied, low force. So if you've ever been in a situation with a ratchet and a socket trying to get a bolt started and it just wants to turn back and forth without ratcheting to start turning the bolt in, that's due to the ratchet having too much back drag. A low back drag would allow that to click to ratchet back and allow you to start that loose bolt. So, like I said, lots of people commented on the fact they were 36 tooth and wanted to know why, hey, y'all are such a great high-end Japanese tool manufacturer, why don't you have finer tooth count ratchets? Well, Koken listened and they have now delivered with this. This is the brand new prototype pre-production 72 tooth Koken Z-Series ratchet. Same overall outer dimensions, nothing has changed there. Everything basically from the outside looks the same. Even the same part number, 3725Z, but now with a 72 tooth mechanism instead of the 36. 4 years of R&D went into developing this fine tooth ratchet, so you know it's going to be good. The reason it took 4 years to develop it is Koken wanted to keep these three principles in mind: size, strength, and the back drag, or the low movement, or low pressure movement, or the low back drag. So, size, identical. They knocked that out of the ballpark. They kept the same size ratchet and still were able to upgrade to the fine tooth mechanism. 2, strength. Koken Z-Series ratchets were already above and beyond what DIN, ISO, and JIS standards were for maximum holding torque. They blew them out of the water. The new 72 tooth mechanism ratchet blows the 36 out of the water by, I think it's like 15–20%. So they made it even stronger. And 3, low back drag. That was the main thing that they wanted to keep from the 36 tooth, and it took a long time to get it just right, because when you get those finer tooth ratchets, back drag does tend to go up because you need more spring pressure against the paw to hold those finer teeth and mesh than you did on a chunkier 30-something tooth ratchet back in the day. So to be able to still be able to have enough pressure to put the fine tooth mechanism and clamp it into the drive, yet still having a very fine free turning movement That was the big engineering challenge they had to get over, and they knocked it out of the ballpark. The back drag is actually less on the 72 tooth mechanism ratchet than the 36. So Koken Japan knocked it out of the ballpark in all three facets. They didn't increase the size one bit. They made it stronger, and they made the back drag even less. So they have a winning combination here. Now we're gonna move into the shop and take a better look at this new 72 tooth ratchet, look at the mechanism, and compare it to the 36 tooth. All right, guys, so here it is. As you see, it's got a plexiglass cover on it, so it's not something you want to go out and use. And being that this is sent to me just to show off, I will not be using it because I do need to send this back to Koken USA. They basically just sent it to me to check out and to share with you guys, to show you the new innovation, what's coming out. What I've been told is they have quantity of 10 of all Z-Series 3/8 inch drive ratchets available. So the 3725Z, which is this one, standard length. They've got the flex head version, they've got the stubbies, they've got the longs. So those are available for purchase right now at the time of making this video. Remember, Mr. Subaru 5 is the promo code still for purchases of Koken tools from powmech.net, which is their official e-commerce site. So yeah, we can see here the movement of that new two-piece pawl mechanism. We've got the geared teeth, or the toothed engagement part of the pawl here, and we've got the selector part of the pawl here. And as you see, when you move it and apply torque, that pawl slides and wedges itself against the bottom pawl, which wedges itself against the housing. So you've got all this in contact through the pawl to the opposite side of the housing, which makes this a very, very strong mechanism. I believe they said they tested it to like over 250 foot-pounds before it snapped. So very, very strong, even stronger than the old 36 tooth, and now have that super fine, super light movement of the 72 tooth mechanism. Really quickly, something neat they sent me, I can show you a little bit better on the screen than the actual ratchet itself, and that is this. This is a 3D printed model, working model of the new 72 tooth mechanism, where you can see, let me get it a little closer, where you can see that pawl sliding over every time I stop and put pressure. So pretty neat. This is a bigger version of the real thing, and we can move it back and forth. Pretty neat, pretty cool that they finally listened to everybody, and that's the good thing I found about Koken. They listen to users. They listen to what you want, what you need. If you have an improvement for a tool, they'll do the research and make it. As we see here, people wanted finer tooth ratchets, and Koken set out to make it so. And here it is. 4 years of R&D have led us to this. Now, what a lot of you might be thinking is, can I swap this 72 tooth mechanism in some of the 36 tooth ratchets I may or may not have already purchased? And the short answer is no on that. Even though they look identical, the people at Koken told me that the manufacturer tolerances inside of the head are slightly different, enough so that if you do swap out the internals, it will void your warranty. So do not do that if you want to keep your warranty on your ratchet. Just something to be mindful of. Being me, I did see if the guts would interchange, and they do. But like I said, the engineers and the people at Koken said that there was manufacturing tolerances different enough that doing so would void your lifetime warranty, which these are lifetime warranty from Koken USA, not from Koken Japan. So here's the 36 tooth in comparison. It's not going to work exactly right because the faceplate is off. I don't have the clear faceplate from the 72 tooth on here. But as you see, it does look very similar in there aside from the pawl. and the gear drive. But again, Koken has advised people not to swap these internals, even though physically they will fit in there. So that's basically all you need to know on this, as far as I can think of. It's pretty exciting, I think, that now we have 72 tooth mechanisms from Koken, and you know, it's making one of my favorite tool brands now even better, so why not? So in celebration of that, I know I talked about this ratchet before. I talked about giving away this 3725Z, and I had nearly forgotten about it. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Unfortunately, I don't have a 72 tooth mechanism new ratchet to give out. As I said, this is a pre-production prototype thing that they're sending out to their dealers to check out. And I will be sending this back to them probably at the end of the day today, as soon as I finish filming the video. But I do have this brand new unused 3725Z that we are going to give away right now. So down in the comments, guys, first you got to be subscribed, you got to like the video, you got to get that out of the way. But the only other thing you've got to do to get into the contest is comment "I love Koken." Just "I love Koken" spelled out. We will be putting the dash between K-O-K-E-N, as I'm going to put on the screen. It has to be like this, and I only say that because, guys, when I do the random comment picker, it only picks a specific term I type in for it to pick for the drawing. So if you put K-O-K-E-N without the dash, it won't pick that in the drawing. So make sure that Koken is spelled correctly. I love Koken spelled out. Make sure the dash is between the O and the K. That's all you've got to do, other than be subscribed and like the video, and you will have a chance to win this 3725Z Z-Series 3/8 drive standard length for ratchet, and I will get it shipped out to you. Sorry, international viewers and those of you in Hawaii and Alaska, this contest is only open, or this giveaway is only open to those of you in the 48 contiguous states. Sorry. Sorry. So that said, go ahead and check that you're subscribed, leave a like on the video, and comment "I love Koken," and you've got a chance to win your own Z-Series ratchet. So guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.